Hey guys, Connie here. So if you like today's episode, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. That way you never miss an episode and you never miss a random off-tangent topic that I have to offer. Thanks so much for watching. If you guys are going to the Backstreet Boys show in February for the first time, then hang out because I have some tips for you. What's going on, guys? So if you are going to see the Backstreet Boys in February and this is your first time, then hang out. We're going to give you a little bit of advice, some tips. I went in July. It was hot, so you guys are already one step above because it's a lot cooler out here than it was in July. But I went to the July 20th show, and I had a ball. I even sprained my whole arm, and literally it just started feeling better. Like, it took a while for it because I was doing that quite a bit. But if you are going and you have never been to the Sphere before, it is an experience. I would say a good one, and I won't say a bad one, but there's a couple of cons to the Sphere itself, not the show, but the arena that you're going to see it in. The seating, it's super steep. It's really steep, and I know y'all want to be cute with the heels and the boots. Don't do it. Wear a cute flat. I glued some crystals on my Air Max 90s, and they were elite, and they looked better than some of the high heels that was struggling in the arena. So don't wear those shoes, and don't hurt yourself, because AJ, Nick, Brian, Howie, and they not gonna see them shoes, girl. They not gonna see them, so don't do that. The only issue I had, it wasn't so much because of the steepness, it's just the seating. Like, if someone has to go by you or get up to use the restroom, you literally have to, like, become a trapeze artist and fold yourself in the way that you never thought your body could fold so that the person can get by. Like, the seating is super tight. When they first came out, I got out of my seat, and I don't really know how you can be a real fan and not get out of your seat. Like, they started with Larger Than Life. So yeah, I was out of my seat. And the first couple seconds, I thought I was going to fall. Like, I thought I was just going to tumble down the aisles because it was so steep. But after a few drinks and a couple beats from the music, like, I had forgotten about the steepness. So don't let that scare you too much. Like, after a few minutes of you being in there, you get super used to it. You're good. They do request that you wear all white because that was like the Millennium theme when they came out in 99. So I wore all white. My bestie that came with me, she wore all white. 90% of the people there wore white. And if you don't wear white, you do stand out like a sore thumb. And we will judge you. We don't judge you out loud, but we will look at you like, clearly she didn't follow the rules. So wear white. And if you're going to the Valentine's Day show, I would assume they want you to wear red. I don't know, but I would wear white too. Red and white, maybe. I don't know. My second issue that I had was leaving. I felt like I was a sheep in a herd. Like, you're moving like 1 square inch at a time, because when you get there, you're excited and you're pumped and everyone's coming at different times, so you're not like bumper to bumper, but the show ends and everyone's leaving at the same time and you're like, oh God. So I would say just take your patience pills in the leaving adventure because it takes a little while. I think it won't be as bad for the February crew because it's not as hot. Like, imagine walking with thousands of people that you don't know in mid-July in Las Vegas, partially sweaty from dancing your ass off after a concert. It was the worst ever. So my February girlies and guys, you guys probably will have a slightly better experience, but it is a little slow walking out because you're walking out with everybody. So like I said, take your patience pills and you'll be okay. A lot of people were concerned about their bags, like their purses or whatever. I just played it safe. I got the little clear fanny pack and called it a day. I saw some women in there with bigger bags that were walking through, and some bags I even questioned, like, how did they get through security with that bag? Because some of them were like tote bags, and you would think like baby stuff. No, there was no baby stuff. It was just a real big ass tote bag that they got in. So I felt kind of like, I could have brought that purse. I could have brought that purse, but I'd rather be safe than sorry because I don't want to drive all the way there and then be told that I can't come in simply because of my bag. So I just followed the rules, but they are not that stern on your bag. I mean, mine was a standard fanny pack, so you should be good. A little crossover, fine. I saw girls with the small little backpacks, like the OG backpacks, and they were walking right through. So I don't think the purse was that big of an issue, but we were freaking out because we were like the first leg of the show. So we wanted to make sure everything was copacetic, but it worked out fine. So don't even worry about that. So there's a number that scrolls during the call. And I know you guys probably saw this on like Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all those platforms, but there is a number that scrolls, and text it, call it. My advice to you is to get on their Wi-Fi. It is very, very spotty there if you're not on their Wi-Fi. So when the number scrolled, I texted and it went through right away, and it entered me in the sweepstakes to meet them, whatever. And my bestie did it, and she was not on their Wi-Fi, and her thing was just like spinning, like it wasn't sending. So it does make a difference. Your call and or text will get through a lot faster if you use their Wi-Fi. So that is my suggestion. My other piece of advice is they don't text you a lot, but they be texting me random texts like, oh, see them in Germany and blah, blah. Like I barely could afford to see them in Las Vegas. Now you think I can pack a bag and fly all the way to Germany? Look, I would if I could, but I can't. So every now and then that number will send you text messages. The first time I got the text, I had literally thought it was one of the Backstreet Boys telling me that I had won finally, and I was an idiot because it wasn't them. A lot of times after the show, Alex comes out and he usually will take off a shirt or swing a towel or he'll do something. So when the show's over and people start filing their way out, I would hang out just a few extra minutes because AJ usually comes out. He's done it at the majority of the shows. He didn't do it at my show, unfortunately. He was sick when it was my show. He was battling the flu and he did a really good job. He came out, he sung, he didn't even sound sick, and he never complained once. We didn't know he was sick until I think someone else said it on TikTok that he was fighting the flu, but he did his thing and he was awesome. But that night, I don't think he came out and he didn't go to the after party. So that was a bummer for my show, but he usually does. So if you're going, just hang out a few extra minutes after the concert and you'll be slightly surprised by him running out. And you're welcome. There's so many fun eateries on the strip. I would suggest, well, I won't suggest it. It's your vacation. It's your experience. You do what you want to do. But I ate somewhere else before the show. So we ate at the Cheesecake Factory. It was up our alley and our budget because we knew that the Sphere prices were going to be probably a little absurd. And when we got there, they were a little absurd because I just had to have the cup. And so we bought the cup, we bought the drink, and that was it because the food was pretty pricey. And I was like, thank God we ate before we came here. So that's always a little tidbit, but also I would say that way you don't have to go to the restroom as much. Like we drank our drink strategically so we wouldn't have to get up because there were so many people that were getting up and going this way and that way and this way. And my body hurt more from moving so people can get past me than it hurt for me like dancing to the song. It's a bit much It can be a bit annoying, like once or twice, fine, but it was just constant, 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 and it was so much, so much. They need to work on that. I think the biggest piece of advice that I can give you is to just simply have fun. Dance like it's your last night on earth. That's what I did. I tried to sit down and I would just pop back up. It was a 25 song set, I believe, when I went. I don't know if they're changing it up, but there really were no breaks. Like it was boom, 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 boom. Like if you went to the restroom, you most likely missed a whole song or missed two songs. Like they didn't take a break. So I didn't get a break. I danced for 2 hours nonstop. And by the time it was over, I was tired, I was hurt, I was parched, I was everything, but I was happy. It was worth my money. I didn't go to this show. I want to see them again, but their prices looked a little different than they did when I bought them last February for my July show. So I don't know what happened. I mean, I'm sure they were making good money prior. You know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, leave the prices alone so that we can, see you again. But I'm not complaining. I got to see them once, and I know there's a lot of people who cannot even say that and won't be able to say that. So I will stay humble and just be happy that I got to see them the first time. So moving on. I love scrolling on the platforms and seeing your guys' outfits and you guys dancing and doing the little flight thing that they have in the Venetian where you can go in and take pictures and look like you're on TRL. We did all that, and it was so fun. It was so fun. I just wish that it wasn't so hot. Like the weather did a number on me that day. So, but everything else was great. So I hope you guys have fun. Enjoy it. Take as many pictures as you want. Record. I recorded everything, which I love that they allow you to record and take pictures because that's what the memories are made of. And I watch my videos every now and then, more so for a little laugh, because I belted every song. You can hear me just destroying every song in the background. I know they were like, please just let those guys sing and shut up. But I couldn't help it because I spent adult money on those tickets. So I was gonna make every dollar count. And I did. And if you guys have some tips and advice or suggestions that maybe I did not cover, feel free to put them in the comment section, and you might be help saving somebody's life, girl, because y'all, them hills, don't do it. I would impersonate someone right now that I saw walking through that arena. She had these glittery boots on, and they were cute boots. They were gorgeous boots, but they weren't built for that show. And I know she regretted it as soon as she went down that little ramp. She was like, fuck. So yeah, don't do the hills. Do a cute flat. Cute flat, throw some rhinestones on it, call it a day. I love you all, and I can't wait to see you again.